Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm one of the program analysts here at VHF, working on the Childcare Expansion grant program. And today I just wanted to go over how to fill out your operations expenditure report. So the purpose of these funds, we're monitoring the expenditures. It's an important part of VHF's responsibility in ensuring public funds for the Childcare Expansion grant program are spent as intended. Your grant application and the grant contract set out how the funds can be used. Exhibit A of your contract states that what you as a grantee are responsible to accomplish with the funds, and Exhibit B show how these funds are organized in budget categories and a series of payments. Purchases that don't align with the approved use of funds in Exhibit A and B are not allowable. Certainly, your childcare business will have other expenses that are not part of this grant. Your expenditure report should specifically be for the items that you buy with grant funds for a grant purpose. If you need to request a change to your budget, you can contact myself or the other program analyst, Nicolette, by sending a message in Submittable before spending anything that is not already in your approved grant budget. So Exhibit B, you're going to want to take a look at that in your contract before making any purchases or getting ready to submit your expenditure report. Check that over. It's your approved budget. Not every grantee is going to have every budget category in their grant. We will be able to provide a guide to help you understand the different types of expenses that go with each category. Under your budget table, you may find several budget notes specific to your contract that help give more detail on items from your original application on how you plan to use the funds. Please use this section as a guide in spending and reporting your grant funds. So the reporting process, each quarter, all grantees will be asked to submit an expenditure report on purchases made during the prior reporting period. Your first reporting period will start on the day your contract received a final signature from VHF, so the grant effective date. And you can find all reporting periods in Exhibit C of your contract. Expenses for these periods should be reported together and within 10 days after the end of the reporting period. An additional form will be sent to you in Submittable to complete this report. So here we have Submittable. If you log in and go over to My Submissions, this will come up. You'll be able to find your application to the Child Care and Early Education Grant Program. You can open this up. And here is where you can find the Forms tab. This is going to show you the expenditure report that we have sent over to you. You can go ahead and open this up, and this is how you will fill out your expenditure report. So when you're filling this out, you want to gather all your documentation before you start doing the report. For each expense, we will need to see, is this an invoice, a bill, or a receipt showing what was paid? We do need both an invoice and a proof of payment. Do these expenses align with your approved budget? And did this expense occur after the grant was signed and during the correct reporting period? So to make this process easier, we do recommend that you check every receipt that it has a clear description of each item. If it's not clear on the receipt, please just add a note on the receipt. Sometimes the receipts are very vague on what you purchased, and we need to be able to see a clear itemized receipt each time. Some store receipts will also fade over time, making them hard to read. So another tip is just take a picture of the receipt when it's new so that the copy you submit is clear. And whenever possible, please limit items on the receipt you turn in to just the grant-funded items that are in the same budget category. So this may mean that you need to split your purchases so that your receipts are separate for different budget categories. For example, if you went shopping, it would help if you made a purchase for food and then another purchase for cleaning supplies so that you had two separate receipts to upload. Also, do not combine your grant purchases with your own personal or non-grant purchases on the same receipt. If it's not possible to separate your purchases into the different budget categories, please use different colors to highlight each category and upload the receipt once for each category and add a note in the description. So if you say you did buy food and cleaning supplies on the same receipt, go ahead and just, highlight the food in blue and the cleaning supplies in yellow. Put a note that that's what they are, and then you're going to upload that receipt to each category for us. Also, if you're submitting a bank statement as proof of payment, also highlight the amounts for that charge. Okay, now I'm going to take you to the report, and we are going to go through the form so that you can see how to fill that out. Okay. So here we have the report for reporting period 2. Up top, it's going to give you some information about what expenditures you need to be filling out this report for. So it's from July 1st to September 30th. If your contract was not signed until after July 1st, please remember that it's only from the effective date that your contract was signed until September 30th. This report will be due October 10th. And then following that, our next report will be from expenditures for October 1st to December 31st. That report will be due next year on January 10th. So again, it's important when you are doing this report, also have your grant agreement, in particular Exhibit B, up with you. It will make this a lot easier to fill out. And let me pull that up as well so you can see what I'm talking about. So that looks like this. This is your contract. Exhibit B is going to tell you how much you were awarded. And specifically what we want to be looking at here is the budget and disbursement schedule. So this is going to show you your total budget each year and your specific budget categories. For these that have the little numbers on the side, these are going to be your notes. So if you go down below this, these are your budget notes. So you just want to make sure everything if it's noted here, there is an expectation that that's what these funds are going to be used for, how they are going to be used, how much is going to be spent. Okay, so back to the report. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always email us and you can reach out to your program analyst. So first, we are going to need the name of the person completing report and the title. Expenditures are only allowed for the items in your approved budget. Do you have any expenditures to report? If you didn't spend any funds this period, it's okay to just say no. If you do have expenditures that you need to report, then we're going to go ahead and click yes, and this is what you're going to see now. So here, you're going to select all of the budget line items from below that have expenditures for this reporting period. So again, you're not going to want to click all of these off. You're not going to want to click all of them that are listed on Exhibit B, only the ones that you have expenditures for this period. So let's just open a few. We'll do owner's salary, program furniture, program equipment. So when you click on these, down here, some more boxes are going to open up. So here for owner's salary, again, it's just a reminder, this is the period that we're reporting on. You're going to want to enter the amount. And you're going to upload documentation showing the owner's salary. So here it will tell you it's very specific: payroll register, pay stubs, or a bank statement showing draws from the business account to the owner. Please use the description box to just let us know how these funds were spent, or if it's not clear, what you submitted, if there's any other kind of explanation we need to have, please put it here in the description. Okay. So here we're going to put in another amount. I can show you how easy it is. You'll go ahead and choose a file. Upload a receipt into it, just like that. So we will be able to see all these receipts. Hopefully they will match the total that you have put into your report. We will be using a budget tracking worksheet on our end to keep track of all these. Okay. So that's what you're going to do for all of these. Any budget category that you opened up, this is what's going to come down for you. So again, it's going to be the amount that you spent on this category. It's going to tell you very specifically what we need to see in terms of documentation. And then you're just going to upload the receipts for us. And again, the receipts that you upload should match the amount that you put in here for the expenditure. You can also upload photos as well into these categories. Don't worry, you're not going to run out of space. We allow up to 70 files for you to upload receipts. So when you're done with this, by checking this box, you do confirm that all your reported expenditures for this reporting period are for your proposed and approved childcare expansion activities. Here, we just want to know if you encountered any challenges in spending your grant funds as planned in your approved budget. If you have, just go ahead and let us know what's going on. We can always reach out to you to address those concerns. Here, if you need a budget adjustment for your next reporting period, click yes, and myself or Nicolette will reach out to you to discuss a budget adjustment. The next thing to note is requesting the next tranche of funds. So please only request this if you have spent at least 75% of your most recent tranche. And again, if you do and you are ready to request this next tranche of funds, click yes, and myself or Nicolette will reach out to you for more information. And so for next time, the next reporting period will be October 1st to December 31st. We will be sending another form to you in Submittable to fill that out. And alongside this report, you will also have a performance and enrollment report that will also get sent to you. You can find it in Forms in Submittable. Okay. So just to go over some common questions, personnel expenses for the family childcare providers, some have owner's salary as part of their budget, others may have wages. So wages are meant to cover employees of the childcare business. So use the category that matches the budget in your grant agreement to submit your expenditures. Also, what is the difference between program equipment and classroom supplies? So equipment should be items that last a long time, whereas supplies are used up over time. Furniture will include tables, chairs, cribs, items that are normally understood as furniture, whereas program equipment includes other types of things that last but might be purchased, such as baby gates, playground equipment, tricycles. So grantees may have a few different categories of supplies in their budgets. They have classroom supplies and educational supplies. So classroom supplies are going to be like cleaning supplies, paper products, things that you use for your classroom. And the educational supplies will be more like arts and crafts books, like things that the kids are using in the classroom. So is it okay to scan your receipts together to upload? Yes, you can scan more than one receipt in a file to upload per budget category, but please just make sure the receipts submitted match the category. So each category that you show has an expense must have supporting documents. If you get stuck at all, you need to make a change after submission, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Nicolette through Submittable, and you can also send an email to childcare@bhfca.org. So once you submit your expenditure report, Nicolette and I are going to review it, make sure everything matches up. And if we do find any kind of error, we will open the form for editing and let you know the corrections that we need to see. So you'll be able to make those and resubmit it again. Once it is complete, we will be using our budget tracking worksheet, and we will send you an update on the remaining balance on your budget categories, what you've spent to date. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to help you, and thank you so much.